Okay, welcome back. Hey, welcome back to Crypto Mischief, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, crypto. That's right. Today we're having an update on the Drip ecosystem, and I do have Richie out there in the field who's going to tell us if the Drip Drop Draw is ready yet. Over to you, Richie.
No, it's not. Back to you, Richie.
Unfortunately, it's not ready yet. But don't worry, we do have an update today from Forex about how the Triple D is doing, what's happening with Animal Farm, and a new use case for your Drip BUSD, which apparently is going to be coming along quite quickly. But, we'll talk about that later. So I'm actually going to reference a YouTuber who very nicely put everything into a PowerPoint presentation for me to reference in my video. Thank you for saving me time. Thank you to Justin Bryant Crypto, he's only got a small channel of 700 subscribers, but I would suggest if you do like Drip or Drip related content, he's a pretty good guy. I actually quite enjoy watching his content because he's quite positive. He doesn't leave any of this negativity that's happening in the Drip community quite frequently these days. He just leaves it at the door and he just gives the facts and talks positively, which is what I like to do on my channel. And it's becoming very hard to do that about Drip. More on that later. So Triple D, what's going to happen? Triple D still in the next week. Latest development done for some issues in testing about the to do final tests. So I'm in the DAO, Telegram DAO for the R34P community, and yeah, so it's like they are working through sand because it's a contract made by someone else. And every time that they think they've sorted one part of it, something else appears, like the sand collapses, like, oh my god, there's another problem. For the Triple D, there are 2 remaining tasks on the list, both of which will be completed today. Full testing is scheduled for tonight. Triple D rounds occur at specific times now: noon, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., midnight, 4 a.m., and 8 a.m. every day. The final tasks involve testing the UI, conducting an overall comprehensive test, and performing stress tests on the entire ecosystem. Yes, I know, it's taking ages for this to come out. I was looking back on Twitter, actually, quite funnily, and I found these tweets, which are about the first mover advantage for PancakeSwap v3 back in April, 3 months ago. First mover advantage, come on. And also about Piggy Plinko, which never actually came out, even though the marketing campaign was massive. The community wanted Triple D. Everything was put aside to do this, and now it's caused another clog in the workflow, I guess, of Forex and the dev team. When it's definitely not perfect, and the FUD storm, which is being created around everything, is not perfect either. But anyway, so just updates. Other ones is influencers are required to purchase tickets to receive each referral ticket, which means that you cannot just play this without purchasing tickets. You must purchase tickets if you want to use the affiliate marketing parts of Triple D, just like Drip, right? Their participation in the round is necessary to be eligible to win. This approach also ensures their engagement for the entire 24 hours of Triple D round. So if you shill this, but you're not in the round, then that means that you will not get the reward, so you have to try and engage in every single round all through the 24-hour cycle, because if you shill it and then someone gets in under your link, but you're not actually in that one too, then you're not going to win the reward. Influencers have a 24-hour window to purchase their referral tickets. Okay, so it gives some time to do it, but I won't be making all those. The ability to use allowed slippage when purchasing Triple D tickets with BUSD and BNB is being added. Sure, okay. Little things like that are like the reasons why things take longer under Forex. He is so surgical with checking, rechecking, tweaking, improving, finding something else to do with it, right? I appreciate it. I'm in no rush. Animal Farm, right. So Animal Farm has been kind of not frozen. It was frozen, but it's not frozen, but it's been really in a sleep mode for a while since the PancakeSwap v3 migration happened, right? V3 migration of Animal Farm will begin next week, right? Giving us the first mover advantage on PancakeSwap v3 liquidity pools, NFTs updates. If you want to know more about that, in my DAO, I did put out a secret video, the Crypto Mischief DAO, I put out a secret video on YouTube about how PancakeSwap v3 really works and how to get the best from it. If you're new to it and you're in the DAO, please check out that video. It's in the Telegram, the secret Telegram, okay? Forex aims to be the first to move on Animal Farm v3, regardless of whether Triple D is released or not. So he really wants to get this done. I'm pretty sure he must be kind of pissed because he put a lot of work into this, and then the community demanded Triple D. But then when he got the contracts, he's like, oh no, these contracts are pretty bad. I need to fix this, but I'm surgical and obsessive about everything I do, which means I'm going to spend much longer than I thought I was going to spend on it. I knew this was going to happen. I don't know if he knew himself, but it did happen, as it always happens. Our faults are sometimes our benefits, if you know what I mean. So you can't change the man, just embrace it. Animal Farm will generate the highest yield by implementing V3 now, as no one else is optimizing liquidity and using custom contracts for master chefs and NFTs created by Forex. These NFTs are dogs NFTs, which are looking pretty cool. I really want to get into a video deep diving into what Animal Farm V3 is all about. It sounds really bullish, but I don't want to do anything before it's actually released, because I've made many videos where I talk about what it's going to be and then it changes. So we're not going to do that. I need to learn also from the past, right? Moving on, Animal Farm users will have 3 options to optimize their liquidity: low, medium, and high speculative risk options, all with low security risk. So of course, the low security is a great thing because we don't want to be in a high risk position of APR in a high risk platform. That's a terrible thing. The one thing that Animal Farm always offers is high security. It's never been fucked with in that way, which is part of my French, but that's what I like about Forex projects. Barely ever is there any kind of security issue. I don't think there's ever been a security issue. So that's great. Low, medium, and high speculative risk options. That means that it's to do with the range inside of PancakeSwap. If you want to put a wide range, a medium range, or a tight range, the tighter the range, the higher the APR. But then you also have the times when that won't be making yield for you because you've got out of range, right? With these kind of similar to what Grizzly does, or Thena, right, where you can choose what kind of range you want to get. You can actually squeeze out extremely high APYs. Low risk option offers low and permanent loss and lower APYs. 600% APY. While high risk, that's really high. While high risk options provide higher APIs, like 1,200 APY, with higher risk of impermanent loss and more volatility on PancakeSwap. There might be limitations on pool deposits depending on the day and the required slippage, with potential daily users limit of 80k. Cool. Right. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. I would much rather use Animal Farm for that. A contract was developed to enable the staking of DRIP BUSD LPs, where you provide the LP and receive payouts in BUSD. Provide DRIP LP, get stablecoin. Yes! The contract locks the DRIP you initially staked in the tax vault, and it utilizes a portion of the BUSD to repurchase DRIP tokens. Nice! It will offer a variable APY, and you will need to deposit new capital to compound. This sounds like a tweak of Elephant Money futures, which I'm all for, because this is a great contract. I've been compounding this. You need to put in 200 BUSD to compound it, which always incentivizes fresh capital in order to grow more capital, which is a really nice touch. So I think he's taking that aspect from it, but some of it sounds different here. Variable APY, the futures contract is only 0.5%. And the DRIP goes to the tax vault, BUSD goes in, and then pays you back out BUSD. So essentially, we're burning our DRIP by using this contract. It's nice, sounds like a good community addition to the Animal Farm, and a good option because we won't have the DRIP BUSD staking anymore. Now, just to end this video, I want to address the FUD storm that's been happening recently in the DRIP universe between influencers and people of positions of influence, or YouTube channels, Twitter accounts, and these kind of things. Talking about what it is to be a true community leader. And the price, in my opinion, has reflected that by dumping to almost all-time low of the DRIP price in the past couple of weeks. With the delays of the Triple D, with the announcement of DRIP USD pool not being an Animal Farm anymore, and with this FUD storm happening at the same time. And of course, it's going to be back and forth between the two camps, which is happening. But you have to understand the way that I see DRIP essentially is that if Forex says it, that's what's happening. If Forex doesn't say it, that's not happening, right? DRIP is a community-run protocol, but if Forex doesn't give the green light on saying that this is a good thing to do, then to be honest, I trust the man. I'm not going to vouch for anything that he doesn't vouch for. That's where I stand, 100% behind the man. Some people would be against that, of course, and his decisions of who he uses to promote his news, for example, Ray Bartertown, are his choices. And if it's his choice to use Ray as his voice, then I completely back up that as well. What would happen, right? So how many different partnerships or dApps have launched in the past 2.5 years, which have said that they are helping the drip price and helping Forex's ecosystem, when actually, in reality, they were just trying to onboard his community onto their community and then drop it, right? I could list 20, probably 20 different platforms that have done the same thing going back 2 years. And he clearly is very pro-security. Just look at how long it takes him to vet and code every contract. So why would he be willing to just vouch for anything without seeing a long track history of past work and past achievements? Like, even when I put out the Mischief Airdrop Miner, right, I was buying drip off the market. I mentioned it to Forex. I said, I'm making this. In no way do I want or expect you to vouch for it. And he said, thank you, because I don't want to make that kind of stretch, right? I want to focus on what I'm doing. It's like, good. Yeah, I'm just doing something for the community. I didn't want a pat on the back. I didn't want any bells and whistles added to my name. Now, that brings me to this tweet from the Drip Marketing DAO, which is immature and should be deleted. Because, right, someone put a poll out saying, should Forex remove Bartertown as the admin of the Drip Community Telegram, right? Then there's a poll here, right? So, funny, right? This is just some guy who has his Twitter account, right? He's got 400 followers, right? He makes a poll. So then we have the Drip Marketing DAO, who decide it's a really good idea to retweet this with Triple D on the horizon and an opportunity to purge drip and the amazing new referral system that reduces the opportunity for bad actors. This is a very healthy discussion to have. So they're basically accusing Ray Bartertown of being a leech that should be purged from the drip ecosystem. Now, Ray is the largest voice in the drip ecosystem, the hardest working voice in the drip ecosystem. Like, he runs that Telegram with an iron fist because of the amount of FUD, misinformation. The Telegram for Drip, unfortunately, doesn't have many admin who have any control to ban, mute, or silence anyone who's trying to manipulate or scam other people, right? Especially the scamming of other people. So he's very heavy-handed with it, because how the hell are you supposed to know if anyone is legitimate when they don't have a face as their name and you don't know them from before, right? Everything goes on past president. Just like the Drip Marketing DAO go on past presidents. They were never really mentioned by Forex either. Now, what they did, I mentioned them in a video before, sure you know, where they said they were going to open a garden position, then they're going to sell the BUSD, they'll split the pair, take the BUSD, and buy marketing in the Philippines for drip, cool, and then put the drip into the faucet or burn it or something, right? Fair enough. Now, probably they went to Forex, said, we're going to do this. What's he going to say? Is he going to say, oh yeah, that's great, let's go for it, you're our new best friend? And then, 3 weeks later, are they going to come out? 4 weeks later, 1 month later, are they going to come out on Twitter and try renounce one of his admins in his Telegram chat as something that needs to be purged from the Telegram? Like, this is exactly why Forex doesn't partner with every Tom, Dick, and Harry who comes give him a proposal of what they want to do, right? Because after 1 month or 6 weeks, they start drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking that they have this powerful word which is going to change the drip ecosystem, and they try to throw it under the bus. What we should be doing as a community is working together, right, for the drip ecosystem, leaving your egos at the door, listening to the leader of the project, Forex, and waiting for him to finish his contracts. Then he's happy with them, he releases them, and then we're go. That's it. Like, that's why I like listening to, fellow YouTubers like Justin Bryant, who is overly positive. He's just waiting and excited, new into drip, probably, and excited for what's going to happen in the future. And he's stacking his bags, reading up on it, learning from Forex and his AMAs, because he gives a wealth of information, trying to stay positive. That's what I want to do in this channel. This is the last time I'm going to be talking about this issue, but I just thought I'd put my 2 cents in, because I'm sick of it.